Yo, it's your boy Adel. I'm back with another video. I'm going to be showing you the 4-1-2-1-2 variation and how you can implement it to its best. So, let's get into it. Custom tactics, and we'll start with the ultra defensive. Hopefully I can find the formation. There it is, narrow. Right, let's go. So, defensive style, drop back is necessary for this. It really is. Width 4, depth 1, solid. You're 1-0 up, you're 2-0 up, 85th minute, 80th minute. It's up to you. You don't want to concede. You're soaking in a lot of pressure. They're on high pressure, pressing you every sort of part of the pitch, and you just want to hang on to your lead. That is the reason we do it. So we're going to leave the offensive style on possession. The reason for this is we don't want it on long ball. We're not that concerned about counter attacking because it will be quite easy if you pass around properly when they're pressing you. You're not doing fast build up, it's not attacking. We don't want it on balance because we're focusing on trying to keep possession of the ball and pass it around, waste a bit of time that way, and sort of give your team a bit of a rest because you're going to be soaking up a lot of attacks. So we leave the width on 4 as well, keep it nice and compact. It is a narrow formation at the end of the day, so let's just keep it tight at the end. And your fullbacks are going to be covering anyway. Players in box, you can leave that on 1. You're not interested in crossing it at this sort of stage of the game, this sort of scenario. Corners, free kicks, we leave that on 1. We're not that bothered about that. So let's get into the play instructions. This is going to be heavily defensive. I mean, it is ultra, so why not go all out? You do not want to concede. It's the number one thing when you're using this. You're really desperate to hold on to your result. So stay back while attacking, cover centre for the main defensive midfielder, just so you can protect the 2 centre backs. We're going to leave the right centre mid on stay back while attacking, cover wing, because there's no wingers. Stay back while attacking again, cover wing. We're going to leave the cam on come back on defence. We'll leave 1 striker on balance just so that you've got someone up there. I mean, you don't want to have 11 people sort of in your own half because then you've got no way of going forward and sort of holding the ball. It's actually worse sometimes. That's why no one really plays 5 at the back at ultra defensive, because you're just soaking in too much pressure and you can end up conceding. So we leave the right striker on come back on defense, and we leave him on a false 9 just so he acts as another sort of player behind the striker and is coming back to defend. So that is the ultra defensive formation. Let's get into defensive formation now. We will leave this on balanced. We're going to leave the width on 5, we're going to leave the depth on 4, and we're going to leave the possession on, we're going to leave the offensive style on possession, sorry. Reason for this is you're sort of in the 70th minute, you're looking to sort of keep hold of the ball, dominate possession a bit more, and create an attack by building the ball up slowly. You're not that interested in getting forward, nor are you that interested in defending sort of so much from either one. So we leave the width on 5 as well. Players in box can go on 3. Corners and free kicks, I personally leave on 1, but that's preference 1 or 2 for this sort of tactic. And the reason for this is, even on 1, I've been countered and conceded before, and when I'm on 3 or 4, it's like I can still score when it's on 1. It makes no difference to me personally. So that is just preference. Right, I'm going to change the formation because I haven't done that yet. Player instructions. Stay back while attacking, stay back while attacking. It's a must. You're doing it with every formation, doing it with every tactic. You need to sort of embed that into your mind. That is really necessary. Even more so in this formation because there's no wingers. Right, so centre defensive midfielder, stay back while attacking, cover centre again. And I preferably like to have 2 defensive sort of minded players here in these 2 positions. As you see, I've got Sissoko and Allen, and then I'd have like an outlet on the left side, so someone that can sort of run forward and attack quicker, and he'll stay back while attacking, and he'll also be cover wing. We'll leave that. He can, for the defensive formation, we'll leave him on stay back while attacking. We'll leave the cam on basic. You can have 1 striker and get in behind if you like playing like that. I personally leave it on mix, but if you're going to do it, I suggest you do it with the faster player. It just makes more sense in this situation. I think it's Mbappe, but there's nothing between them, so that is that. Let's get on to the balance tactics. So we leave the defensive style on balance. I'm really against drop back. As you see, I only use it for the ultra defensive tactic. I just don't like it. I feel like it's harder to attack and defend with drop back because it takes longer for your players to get up, and also your defenders is just so deep and it's like they're in your box all the time, and I just don't like that. I like having more possession, dominating the sort of pitch. So balanced. We leave the width on 5, we leave the depth on 4. You can play that on 4 or 5. It really depends on the sort of centre backs that you've got. If you've got super pacey centre backs, then you can probably leave it on 5. I personally like leaving it on 4. That's just sort of my preference. I've tried it on 5 and 6, and I find these two are the best for sort of balanced formations. So defensive style, I like to leave on balance. I don't play on possession because I like to have more options than just passing it around between 4 players very close to each other. Don't like doing fast build up. It's too attacking. The long ball is too direct. It's too counter attacking. It's too one way. So we leave it on balance to give us more options. Width stays on 5. Players in box, I like to leave that on 4. In corners and free kicks, like I said, you can leave that on 2, 3, whatever you prefer. I still leave it on 1, to be honest with you, with all of them. I'm really not that bothered. Maybe ultra, I will change it. So we'll change the formation quickly so we can do our player instructions. Yes, we'll change that. Stay back while attacking. The principle always applies for the fullbacks, no matter what formation. Stay back, cover centre for the DM. We've got stay back, cover wing for the right centre mid. In this case, my defensive right centre mid. And we'll leave him on balance just so he's an outlet. He can also bomb forward as well. He's not that defensive. I mean, he's not going to defend that much anyway. And for the cam, I actually leave him on stay forward for this sort of formation. It's either stay forward or balance for the cam in this sort of tactic. And like I said before, I've tried everything else, and I'm not really a fan of it. You can play getting behind with 1 if you like, similar to the other formation. So that is your balance. Now let's get into the exciting end of the game, the attacking formation. So we're going to do press after possession loss. You're looking to get the ball back whenever they've sort of had a longer touch or you've lost the ball, sort of things like that. And the width, we are going to up it to 6. We're going to match the depth. We want a high sort of depth. Our aim is to try and win the ball back. We're probably 1-0 down at this sort of stage, possibly 2-0 down early in the game, or 1-0 down sort of at half time, that sort of thing. You feel like your balance formation is not working, or maybe you start off with defensive, you just feel like it's not working. So it's good to sort of change it up, give yourself more options. Fast build up, we're looking to sort of get the ball up front pretty quick and start the attack. The depth is also going to go up as well, give us a bit more options. At the end of the day, it's a very narrow formation, so the strikers can act as sort of wingers if you like with that. Players in box, I leave that also to match the width that I play on 6. And corners and free kicks, you could probably put that on 3, sort of up to you as well. So let's change the player instructions. Stay back while attacking, does not matter. I do not want to concede when I'm 1-0 up, and I also do not want to concede when I'm 2-0 down. Otherwise that 2-0 down becomes 3-0 down, and that 3-0 down might as well be a forfeit sometimes. So stay back, cover centre, same rule applies. Like I said, you don't want to keep conceding as much as you're trying to get a goal. That just defeats the object. So we're going to leave them both on stay back, because at the end of the day, they are defensive midfielders. They're not going to do that much, even if they're attacking for you. So if you like, you can possibly leave him on balance. It's up to you. If it's sort of a box to box, the inform Allen or road to the final Allen is kind of a box to box. It's got decent attacking stats. You can leave that on balance. It won't affect him that much, and it will help you up front. So the cam is going to go on stay forward also, and the striker, the same rule applies, getting behind with 1 of them. You can possibly leave them on aggressive interceptions if you want to get that back, but we will talk about that soon. And we will leave all of this on the same. You can possibly leave them on stay forward. That is also up to you. Don't make it that much difference personally. The main difference will be press after possession loss and fast build up. So let's get into the ultra attacking tactics. This, I am going to put the width right up to 7. I'm going to match the depth up to 7 as well. This is up to you. You can play it on constant pressure. What I tend to do is put press after possession loss, and then I will put high pressure if I like in-game by pressing, I think, down and right or down and left, one of them. So I usually do high press and overload ball side, meaning all your players are going to be sort of pressing after the ball if the opposition team is in your half, or vice versa. So fast build up as well. Depth, we're going to ramp that right up to 7 as well. players in box 7, you're looking to score goals any way you can. We're going to leave this on 3 or 4, it's up to you, probably 4, not 5, because you don't want to just have your whole team up there. It looks crazy there as well. So that is that. Formation's already set, and ultra attacking, we are going to leave the fullbacks stay back while attacking as they're set, because I have this already. And you can leave just the DM on cover, stay back while attacking. You're not looking to, alright, you might be 2-3-0 down, but still, the whole point of going ultra attacking, meaning that you haven't given up, you're still trying to get back in the game, so don't just throw it away even more. Many times on this FIFA or previous FIFAs, you can come back from 2-3-0 down. All it takes is them to have 3 lucky shots, 3 lucky rebounds. You know how it is, I'm sure. It's a struggle. So we leave the right centre mid on balance. We leave the more attacking sort of one on get forward. You can possibly leave him on get in the box for crosses, just so it gives you another option. Stay forward as well. You can do get in box for cross as well for him, but it's better off having one, just so you have more options. You don't want them both doing the same things. And the strikers, will just leave them on stay forward, one getting behind, and the other one will be mixed and stay forward as well. Just absolutely overload. And what we also do is do aggressive interceptions, so that we try and win the ball back in an aggressive manner and sort of keep the attitude of high press. But like I said, the defensive style, this is sort of preference. Try both, see what works out for you. Personally, I do play it on press, but I use the high press, so I believe that changes it to constant pressure. So I'm basically having constant pressure, but I've got the option of sort of doing both if I like, because you do not want to concede when you're chasing goals. So that is the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed watching the video. If you got any comments and feedback, please do let me know, and I will try to respond to them. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I've got one more thing to say. Safe!